supplies you'll need for this project is 1 batch of the Marshmallow Fondant. I use the recipe from allrecipes.com. I just type in Marshmallow Fondant and that's the recipe that I follow. You can divide the fondant and add your colors to make whichever colors you want for your toppers. I chose a light turquoise and gray, white, a light pink, and kind of the tan color. These are going to be the colors that I use. You'll need wax paper, some shortening or butter, rolling pin, and this little tiny onesie cookie cutter. I'm pretty sure I bought this off of Etsy, but you can check Hobby Lobby or eBay also. I made my own mold of a clay bottle, but you can make your own bottles out of the fondant as well. And then I use this little tiny heart stencil that I got from Hobby Lobby. It's in one of my sets with the letters and numbers. Okay, let's get started. First, I'm going to show you how to do the onesies. So you're going to take 2 pieces of wax paper. And you're going to put your fondant, whichever one you're going to roll out, in the middle. Like that. And take your rolling pin. And I don't like mine to be too thick. You can roll it out to whatever thickness you'd like to use. Okay, once you have your fondant rolled out to how thick you want it to be, take the top piece of the wax paper off. And then I'm going to take my cookie cutter and I'm just going to push down. I usually start around the edges and make however many you need. I'm going to do 25 of these. I do 25 gray ones and 25 turquoise ones. On your extra sheet of wax paper, if some of them come out, you can just set them right on there. Kind of push them out, just like that. Okay, once you have your onesies cut out, then you can add your decorations. I'm going to use a little bit of this pink fondant. First, I'm just going to pinch off a little ball. I'm just going to put a little ball on each onesie. Just about like that. Once you've added the balls on, then you can take your little heart or stamp or whatever you're going to use. I'm going to use this little heart. Let's see if I can get the camera up where you can see it better. Just like this. And then you're just going to stamp it right down in the middle. Kind of push down to make a little heart design. Just gives it a little bit of extra touch. So I'm going to do that to all of them, and then we're going to add on the little, I like to put little accents around the edges as well with my needle. So the way I did it was I just do 4 little holes around each of the legs, like that, and then I do 3 along the sleeve, like that. And then I do some just around the neck. About 5. Just like that. And there's your little onesie. I like to let them sit out overnight. They can sit out for a couple of days if needed. And then after you ice your cupcakes, you can set them on top. I'm hoping to have one onesie and then either a pacifier or a bottle for each cupcake. I'm planning on about 50 cupcakes. That's why I'm doing, I did the turquoise onesies. Still have to finish doing the accents on those. So I did 25 of the turquoise and 25 of the gray. It's for a little girl. That's why I wanted to add just a touch of pink. And the turquoise and the gray are her two colors that she chose. So, okay, now it's time for us. Let me show you how to make some pacifiers. Okay, next I'm going to show you how to make the pacifiers. I'm going to make gray pacifiers with pink and white centers. So first just take a piece of the fondant, whatever size you'd like to make them. You can do any size. You can do tiny miniature ones or you can make them big enough to cover the top of the cupcake. I kind of roll them into a ball, flatten them out, make a little indentation in the very top so that we have the shape of a pacifier. Just like that. Now for the middle part, I'm going to do just a little dot of pink. Just like that. And then I'm going to do a little white, another little tiny white dot right in the middle of that. Just to get both colors in there. You can do any color that you want. I'm going to flatten out the sides a little bit. And then I'm going to use my needle, or you can use a toothpick. And just make your little hole on each side. Just like that. And then we're going to put these right next to the, this can sit right next to the little onesies. Okay, next I'm going to show you how to make a bottle. I'm going to cheat and use a little mold that I made out of a clay bottle. If you have a bottle mold, you can actually find all kinds of molds on Etsy. But if you have a mold, then you just kind of roll up your fondant, stick it down into the mold. In the very tip, I'm going to do in this kind of tan beige color. The back part of it doesn't have to look nice. This is going to be flat down in the cupcake, so just like that. And then this mold, I can just pull it apart like that and just peel out the bottle. So there's a little bottle, and then I can fix the top. See if I can get a close-up of it. Oops. Like that. So for a cupcake topper, that'll be just perfect. If you don't have a mold, you can just make your own bottle. Just take a little bit of the white. Roll it into a ball, and then a little bit of a cylinder. Flatten it on the bottom side. Just like that. Pinch the top part off and flatten it. And then you can take a piece of the tan, roll it into a ball, kind of stick it on top like that. Take another small piece and put it right down in the middle. And you can make a bottle like that, and if you want, you could even take your needle and you can make the little striations along the side or along the bottle, how you want it, just like that, and get it exactly how you want it, and then it'll dry, so then it won't be so squishy. It'll be nice and hard, and then you can put it right on the cupcake. Those are two different ways you can make the bottles. Okay, here's all my finished cupcake toppers. So I have the turquoise onesies and the gray pacifiers, and those are going to go on the white cupcakes. And then I have the gray onesies and the white bottles, and those are going to go on the turquoise cupcakes. Then I had a bunch of fondant left, so I just decided to make this little elephant. And she can go on top of the cupcake tower. I just hate to waste fondant, but I thought it would be cute because it's in the same colors.